Good afternoon, proletariat! Welcome to Turbo Tuesday. Here at MBT Industries, we are constantly innovating our way to the Yugist revolution. The working duelists of the world can't be led by just anyone, so before we can begin disassembling the oppressive metagame, we need to locate the boss to end all bosses, combing through 20 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! History in the process. As always, we'll give any fledgling leader of the Vanguard a quick once-over, a chance to prove themselves, and a performance review that will determine if they'll be called back to the next round of interviews, or if they'll need some effect adjustment in our re-education facility. Today we have a card which I absolutely refuse to read the lore surrounding, Supreme King Zarc. Before we check out today's corporate stooge, however, a word about our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Deck, the best online site for database searching, deck building, and strategy articles, all conveniently located at www.ygoprodeck.com. Now, let's take a look at that resume, and it's a doozy! This is one of those cards you'd find in a 15-minute video titled The Fall of Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, for the Pendulum effect, Fusion, Synchro, and Xyz monsters your opponents control cannot activate their effects. Once per turn when a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except during the draw phase or damage step, you can destroy that card. And the monster effect, it's a 4-material fusion monster consisting of 4 dragon monsters, one apiece of Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, and Pendulums. It must be fusion summoned, and if this card is special summoned, destroy all cards your opponent controls. Cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon one Supreme King Dragon monster from your deck or extra deck. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can place it in your Pendulum zone. What a mouthful! Well, there's kind of too much going on here to make a determination. It's good going second, but it requires a million materials. Its pendulum effect is strong, but it's only triggered on destruction. Well, I say let's throw caution to the winds. We'll summon it and see what happens. Unsurprisingly, the most competent shell for this everything but Link dragon is Dragon Link. Provided we can, over the course of a combo, find a way to bin Darkworm, we should be able to adapt the Link Cross combo we all know and love to maneuver through Mud Dragon and make the material for this monster. So with that, let's send our leader to the Edo Pro ladder. So it's time for the performance review, and whoa, Dinosaur! Trying to take a bite out of the champ, are we? We're going to lead with a copy of Starliege Seifert, so we'll link summon a copy of Striker Dragon afterwards. We'll summon a copy of Noctivision Dragon from hand, just trying to get extension at this point in the combo before going into a Romulus. Now we already have the Divine Lance, so we'll go ahead and add a copy of Dragon Ravine to hand, which will prove important later. We'll equip with Divine Lance, and then activate its effect to set a copy of Dragoonity Phalanx, and then summon it via its own effect. We'll go into a Link Cross, summon 2 tokens, and have you seen this combo before? Out comes Martial Metal Marcher, we'll use its effect to bring back this copy of Phalanx, and out comes Cyburst Integrator. From here we can Synchro summon a Muddy Mud Dragon and draw a card. We'll activate Ravine, pitching this copy of Darkworm, so we have the Pendulum in the graveyard to send a copy of Absurator, which is going to get a Tracer. We'll summon that Tracer from hand with Boot Sector Launch, and then of course we'll go into a Ferocious Flame Swordsman to get the material for our Fusion monster. We'll then go into a Quick Launch for a Rocket Tracer, activate Tracer's effect targeting the Boot Sector Launch to summon a Recharger from deck, overlaying for Galaxy Stealth and making Verte Anaconda. With all types in the graveyard, we can Miracle Synchro Fusion into Zarc himself! Good luck to my dinosaur opponent. They're going to lead with a copy of Pot of Extravagance, finding off the top, Lost World, Miscellaneousaurus, and a copy of Soul Eating Oviraptor. Unbelievable. Well, they'll trigger the effect of Lost World and Animador and Archosaur in sequence, activating the graveyard effect of Baby Ceresaurus to summon the 3rd Soul Eating Oviraptor from deck. They'll activate its effect in order to add a dinosaur to hand, before activating its second effect, tagging through Baby Ceresaurus to trigger the one in the graveyard. That's going to summon a Giant Rex. They'll make a Link Haribo and a copy of Verte Anaconda before double evoing away for an Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. From here they can bring back the Giant Rex and use UTC's effect to flip our copy of Zarc. They get a Miscellaneousaurus to their side of the field and overlay for Dolka before activating the effect of Verte Anaconda, and they're on 2 Red Eyes Fusion. Out comes Dragoon, and of course it can target and destroy our set copy of Zarc, and as we attempt to move it to the Pendulum zone, they will negate the effect. They'll protect my monster with Lost World, I think just to frustrate me, and get in for lethal. Well, we're back, and just how did this fusion of 4 different sentient humans perform? Let's consult our super scientific metrics above. I'm giving this casualty to card design a 2 in terms of consistency. Up until the exact moment we summon Muddy Mud Dragon, it is indistinguishable from a normal Dragon Link combo. You just need a few more extenders. I'm giving this singular reason to keep Verte legal a 3 in terms of investment. It takes a few spaces in the extra deck, which Dragon Link desperately needs, but it's got 0 main deck material. I'm giving this super polymerization ripoff a 1 in terms of payoff. This is what we got to cap out Arc V. It barely even floats. That said, my final verdict is A return interview for Zarc. Jillian, fetch me the wiki. Looks like I'm going to have to read the plot of Arc V.